Did you know there's actually not a single definition as to what an economic recession really is? Some define it broadly as a significant and widespread downturn in economic activity. Some define it based on GDP or gross domestic product. Others use a range of factors called indicators to determine whether or not a recession is happening. Lots of things could be considered recession indicators. Some involve complicated data analysis, while others involve other kind of data. ASP explains the recession indicator. The US Bureau of Economic Analysis officially declares recessions for the US. They use a matrix of monthly factors to determine whether or not there's a recession, including employment, personal income, industrial production, and GDP. One thing the Fed considers in all this is the yield curve, the difference between 10-year and 3-month treasury rates. Another popular indicator from the Federal Reserve is the SOS indicator, which says we're in a recession when the 26-week moving average of insured unemployment raises by more than 0.2%. The Fed also considers home sales, both existing and new builds. Those are all things the Fed considers recession indicators, but what would you or I consider a recession indicator? Recent social media trends claim bars offering free finger food, like popcorn or nuts, means a recession's on the way. Fashion and clothing production has always been a big trend in recession indicators, and in the 1920s, economist George Taylor coined the term the hemline index, theorizing that as the economy got better, women's skirts got shorter. Even former Federal Reserve Chair Alan Greenspan found that men's underwear sales declined as the economy did. A report from Food and Wine magazine found that sales of frozen pizzas are a recession indicator. And Vogue magazine says hairstyles and colors are a recession indicator. Because why say you're growing out your roots because you can't afford to go to the salon when you could just rebrand it as recession blonde? Former Estee Lauder chairman Leonard Lauder coined the term the lipstick index in the early 2000s. He noticed that during a recession, people are less likely to make large luxury purchases like a handbag or a vacation, but are more likely to make smaller luxury purchases like a tube of lipstick more often. Sorry. What other recession indicators have you heard about? Let us know.